I shop at Goodwill for name brand clothes at bargain prices. Coach, $30.
I shop at Goodwill for one-of-a-kind finds. It's great for decorating on a budget.
I shop at Goodwill because every dollar spent here puts 7 Nevadans to work.
And because we're a nonprofit, there's no sales tax.
So shop.
Shop!
It's so good to shop.
Shop and donate today. Pahrumps Goodwill is located in the former Ace Hardware building.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, a local athlete is seriously injured in a motorcycle crash. A child has an anxiety attack after a verdict is read in court. Pahrump Valley Speedway racing season is in full force. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Koblenz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A local man and athlete was transported via Mercy Air this morning after crashing his motorcycle into a vehicle on Homestead and Kellogg Road.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Two-vehicle accident. One of the vehicles was a motorcycle. The rider sustained injuries that were conducive for a helicopter ride to trauma. A Mercy Air 21 was brought to the scene. Patient transfer occurred, and he is now well on his way to the trauma center in Las Vegas.
Was he wearing a helmet? Do you know?
There was a helmet on scene, but upon our arrival, that helmet was no longer on the person.
Mercy Air landed here, and Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while that was happening. I know they're conducting the investigation here as well. Was there anybody injured inside the vehicle?
Not to my knowledge, there was no other injuries. As you know, this accident occurred in close proximity to our Station 3. They had a very quick response. Mercy Air was requested very early on in the accident, and good outcome.
And so he's been transported. Was there anybody else inside the vehicle? Only one occupant?
As best of my knowledge, there was one occupant.
News 46 has learned that the accident victim that was on the motorcycle was local resident Brandon Snyder. Brandon is reportedly to be a father of one child and is also an MMA fighter. His condition is unknown at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. 45-year-old Robert Pearson was found not guilty yesterday after facing charges of lewdness with a child under 14 years old. Pearson was accused of grabbing a 9-year-old girl and holding her down and rubbing himself against her in June of last year. After the verdict was read, the child accuser was taken by ambulance to the hospital, allegedly because she had suffered from an anxiety attack. Pearson reportedly has a long criminal history involving sex crimes against children. One person is dead this afternoon after exchanging gunfire with officers from the Nevada Highway Patrol and the Bureau of Land Management near the Red Rock Campground. Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Loy Higson says the incident was reported just after noon on State Route 159 near mile marker 11. Higson did not say why the suspect was pursued. Medics and Nye County Sheriff's deputies recently responded to a report of a possibly injured child at a residence located at 680 East Street. Deputies located a 2-year-old boy lying on the cold floor of the home. The boy was transported to Desert View Hospital, where it was determined that he was suffering from dehydration and hypothermia, according to reports. The mother of the 2-year-old, 21-year-old Whitney Dawn Lewis, was located and arrested, as well as the person who was supposed to be caring for the child, 26-year-old Jenny Hernandez. Hernandez stated to police that the mother had left the child in her care for over a month with no contact. They both were arrested for various charges, including drug use, possession, child abuse, neglect, and endangerment. Saturday, sheriff's deputies arrested 55-year-old Brian Bradley and 30-year-old Katie Bradley for drug-related crimes and dangerous weapons in reach of a 1-year-old child. Inside the residence on Honeysuckle Street, deputies allegedly found 2 guns, 2 spring-loaded knives, a metal throwing star, multiple pieces of drug paraphernalia, a bag suspected with marijuana, 4 different kinds of pills. Brian Bradley, a convicted felon, is prohibited from owning firearms. Inside the baby's crib, police reportedly located baggies containing a residue of white crystalline substance inside of it. Katie and Brian were placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. Nye County Sheriff's deputies also arrested a 34-year-old Andrea Ray, who was allegedly selling drugs out of a home on Dyer Road. Police reportedly made contact with Ray, who admitted that she had methamphetamine inside the house, which also had several children living inside. Ray was placed under arrest for child endangerment, possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and being under the influence of a controlled substance. As we head into our first break, here's Jeff Simmons at the Prompt Nugget.
Hello everybody, I'm Jeff Simmons here for the Prompt Nugget Hotel Casino. We'll start off with our stage bar tonight. We got Randy Anderson. Come on down, check him out. And then when the casino drawings every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 6 to 9, every 30 minutes we'll have a drawing and you can win up to $5,000 cash. And the other 2 casinos has their drawings also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll go with bingo. Valentine's Day, we have our special sessions at the 1 and 7, free candy all day long. Monday, this coming Monday, will be President's Day. We'll have no split pots here at the Nugget at 11, 1, 7, and 9 p.m. 4 sessions that day is no split pots. And then we got the end of the month drawing coming up on the 28th of this month at the 1, 5, and 7. And then we'll go with Go Town. They're having their paper-only sessions every day at 11 a.m. and on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 and the 1. So if you want to play paper, go see Kathy over Go Town. Looking forward to seeing everybody here. Have a great day.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
And welcome back. Here's part 2 in our exclusive interview with 90-year-old Marta Beckett from the Amargosa Opera House.
He was against it. He didn't like me doing anything for applause.
And is that something that really motivates you, the applause?
No.
What motivates you to keep going?
I danced whether anybody was out front at all. I love performing. And that's how the Amargosa Opera House survived on my performances, whether I was performing for a crowd or not.
You're also an artist, paintings. What else have you done?
When I gave up dancing because of politics, I became a fashion model. And for 3 years I was pretty good. I made quite a bit of money, which my mother was very pleased.
Mm-hmm. And so you did that, and I see your paintings all over inside, even the actual inside of the Opera House. You painted?
Yes.
And inside the dining room too, right?
That's right. I didn't allow anybody else to paint in my home.
Mm-hmm. You've also have some artwork that limited edition prints I saw.
Yes, we sell those.
So what show are you doing now?
Well, just recently we found my backdrops that I had painted for the various shows I've done in the past. now that I don't dance anymore because of my knee, I present the backdrops as part of a theater piece. The Second Mortgage, the first backdrop, were all the ads that I got to advertise on the front curtain like they did in the old days. Paid for the curtain and more. The second one was Dust Devil Gulch, the town that represents Death Valley Junction. On one side is a pawn shop, and over the pawn shop it has a sign that says, "When you're in trouble, look for death."
You came out from New York to, where did you come first when you came out from New York?
From New York. I was on a tour of my show, and I was getting very discouraged about bookings because the concert scene was changing just like things are changing today. So my husband was getting gas in the trailer, and I was scouting around this fascinating ghost town called Death Valley Junction. And I remember saying to him, I want to come back sometime and paint for a long, long time. And I looked through a hole in the back door of the biggest building in town that looked like a theater. And as I looked through the hole, I saw kangaroo rats, roller skate wheels, a broken doll with blue glass eyes staring at me. And immediately I saw the other half of my life.
Wow, really?
So I ran down to the filling station where my husband was. I said, we've got to look into seeing how much we can rent this building. It's going to be mine. Unfortunately, he was for it. Not many men would have decided to leave New York City, the hub of the art world, and come here or make my own hub.
And the Shadow Mountain Community Players are performing this weekend at New Hope Fellowship.
It's the Agatha Christie murder mystery, The Mousetrap. We'll be doing it next weekend, and the weekend after, we invite you to come down and see the show. There's a spaghetti dinner with it. It's $15, which includes show and dinner, which is a bargain price, and a portion of the proceeds all go to help the Pathway of Hope, which is the food bank here.
They served over 596?
Over 596 families.
Last week.
Right, last week. I'd say within another couple of months, there'll be over 600 easily. There's a great need for food for families in this valley, and we're happy to help the program.
One of the things that you're doing here at New Hope Fellowship is for 3 weekends in a row, you will be performing the Mousetrap.
Correct. And we're looking forward to Valentine's Day being a very big one. If you want to go there, I would get my tickets early for it. There's something about romance and murder that just seems to go together.
The shows are 7 p.m., doors open at 6. Do you have any matinees?
No, none of this show. We do shows Friday night, Saturday night. Say the doors open at 6, we serve at 6:30, and show starts at 7.
That's one of the things. This includes the spaghetti dinner.
Yes, that includes the spaghetti dinner. It's a deal where you plan to make an evening of it, because Agatha Christie has a tendency to run quite long. This show runs at least a couple hours. Now, let me give you one other little thing we're doing here. Everybody in their program has a blank to fill out. They put their name, address, and whatnot. At the time the run of the show is over, they're going to draw a name, and the winner's going to win an iPod and a case for it. And the other one is going to be a little quiz. Whoever picks, there were 3 people in this cast that were in the original Mousetrap done here almost 10 years ago. And there was also one who was in the audience who was 8 years old. If you can pick those 4 people out, put their names in the blank, we're going to draw out one of those names. We'll always find a winner, and nobody gets them all correct. We'll go down to the next nearest one. Anyway, and we'll give them 2 tickets to the Melodrama, which will be done in May this year as part of the Bluegrass Festival.
For more information on the Shadow Mountain Community Players and even to having you perform at events, you have a number, right?
727-6145.
Definitely, if you're watching our 5 o'clock broadcast, you still have time to get down there. That's on West Street, right off of Highway 372, and the show, once again, is at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6. When we come back from this break, we'll have a very special Save a Pet.